Hi Scorpio, it's time for your monthly reading for February of 2021. I'm Shelby, for those of you who are not subscribed. Just to let you know, I like to focus on energies for the feminine, the passionate females, feminine individuals who want to live in exciting purpose, abundant prosperity, and have beautiful romantic connections, first with themselves and then with others. So that's what I like to focus on these readings. I have these little crystals here so the camera has something to focus on. I kind of use them in the readings a little bit too. But anyway, I want to start with what to embrace and what to leave behind for your month ahead. And I use those concepts to pivot off of those three subjects that I just spoke of: purpose, prosperity, and love. So I'm going to do just a brief overview for the amount of time that you saw this video is, and then I go over to Vimeo for an extended reading, go a little bit more comprehensive into the subjects if you want to know more, and that will go on for another 20 or 25 minutes. So without any further ado, let's find out what Scorpio needs to know, what to embrace. I don't want to take those yet. I intuitively decide which cards are going to stay without seeing what they are. So what to embrace and what to leave behind for Scorpio. We've got two cards for what to embrace. Let's see. So this is an interesting couple. This is you. Scorpio is, I always associate Scorpio with the King of Cups and being upright. That's you being in your element. It's feeling very intuitive, feeling very passionate, and feeling very abundant. I like that, all the positive aspects of Scorpio, being supported by a stable economic situation and receiving. I like this, like this king is receiving the abundance and the love in his cup, and also the Virgo card of the Queen of Pentacles is the receiver of the economic abundance. So you're receiving a lot of positive stuff. I know that recently things haven't been really fun for Scorpio. It hasn't really been fun all the time for all signs, but I really like that, starting everything out of what to embrace, what to go toward, what to hold on to. I like how she's holding the pentacle. It means like she's gently holding it. She's not grabbing it, right? She's gently holding on to, like she's embracing, right? She's gently embracing the material, the good health, the sensuality, the abundant economic prosperity, the resources. She's like, I will just receive this and just cup it in my hand, hold it gently, and know that it's always going to be here for me, and I don't have to worry about it. Sorry about the noise in the background. I've got a teenager. There's really nothing I can do. We try to live our lives together. We're in close proximity to each other, but we can frustrate each other a lot, but we do what we can, right? For those of you who have teenagers, you know. What to leave behind for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to leave behind for the month of February? Well, the Seven of Wands is this feeling like you have to battle or prove. You have to work hard, you have to fight, and you have to prove yourself. I like it. I like that you're leaving this behind. That this is something that you're not going to be entertaining anymore, because you, as yourself, you are royalty. You are a queen, and in your masculine, you are a king. You're able to manipulate any environment to what you desire. You're able to turn anything. You're able to turn any situation to your advantage. So why should you have to prove yourself? You are capable. You are intelligent. You are ready for the things that you want. So it's just a matter of putting all of that feeling like you have to prove yourself to somebody else, putting it behind you, because you already are where you need to be. You already are the person that's capable, right? So I'm going to use these concepts to pivot off of those three subjects that I love the most, that I love to talk about the most. So let's just get a little quick idea of what to expect, huh? For Scorpio's purpose, how Scorpio goes about in the world. I want This is 2 or 3 cards because I don't want any more than 2. I do like the Star. We've got a lot of major arcana coming out for you. It's interesting when that happens in the monthly readings. But before I go deeper into the meanings of those cards, I want to like say, what is your purpose, right? Your purpose is how you are in the world, what you do, the gifts that you have to provide. Sometimes they're integrated into our material abundance. Sometimes we get paid for our purpose, and sometimes we don't. You know, like part of my purpose of being in the world was raising children. I don't get money. I don't get paid for that, right? But it's not my purpose forever. It's only my purpose for a short time, and then they're grown. They're almost grown, right? And then another part of my purpose is presenting these messages to people. And it helped with my material abundance. But material abundance and purpose are not like mutually exclusive. It's just what you feel driven to do, what you feel passionate about doing, what people appreciate about you, how you make the world a better place. So let's just say that, right? What drives you? Your internal drive. The things that make you feel like there's something to you other than a person that goes to a job, other than a person that just that has a connection with another person. Like some people exist in romantic relationships just so that they can feel like they have a purpose, but that's not their purpose. That's their partner's purpose, right? So, and sometimes those romantic relationships integrate into the purpose. Like my purpose is to support my partner in what they're doing, but that's not all that I'm about. Anyway, so going to the meanings of these cards, the Fool is looking up into heaven and saying, please guide me every step of the way to what I need to do. So you are coming to a point in February where you're releasing the feeling like you have to, like I said, prove yourself, that you have to control the way that you look to other people, the way that you're going about bringing everything in. I think what you're finding after so much hardship, the Star is the healing after a lot of hardship. It's that quiet space after things have been very difficult. It's the card immediately following the Tower. So immediately following the crumbling of the persona of who you thought you were, the crumbling of the things that you used to be very important to you. You've got this quiet space of healing, of hope, of just fully coming back into who you are. So I feel you coming into alignment in this space, coming into alignment with really understanding who you are and what your gifts are. And you're like, okay, I understand that I am divinely guided to do the things that I'm going to do. Even if you don't have a very specific, clear idea of what that is, as you move along, you're noticing these synchronicities that are happening around you. Things that are happening to say, hey, you're on the right track. You see them as you go. And you see how he's walking along the path on the edge of a cliff, and he's not even looking where he's going. He's completely guided. The Fool is completely guided by the divine, by what he's inspired to do one moment at a time. And it's working for you, Scorpio. It's working because look at you in your element, in your pleasure, in your success. So be it if you don't know what you're doing every step of the way. I've heard it said there's a wonderful TED Talk that you can find if you just Google it. What is my purpose? It's a woman that's talking about whatever you're doing that you find gives you pleasure is your purpose. So you don't have to know what that is at all times. Sometimes you find things as you go that light you up, and you had no idea that you'd love doing it until you tried it. So to clarify I'm going to end up pulling a couple more cards. To clarify for our extended comprehensive reading, this is what we're going to be going over. I've got the Ace of Swords, which is all about clear communication, talking to people, having these ideas. But it's really about getting yourself out of the place of stagnation by communicating your ideas, by communicating your thoughts. All right, so I'm going to move on to the economic prosperity. What does Scorpio need to know? What can Scorpio expect for the month of February about aligning with economic prosperity? There's that Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is always associated with burdens, with carrying too much, doing too much, carrying too many burdens. And I do see those wands have something in common with what to release, what to let go. So if you have recently experienced like a sense of martyrdom, like you're taking on a bunch of things for other people because you feel like you're a bad person if you don't, that's being a martyr. You know that obviously you don't like it. Obviously you don't like doing these things, or this card wouldn't be here, right? This card is all about, it's not about doing things because you're excited and you're in the flow and it feels really good. It's about doing too much and it's blocking your prosperity. Doing things for other people just to prove that you're a good person, it blocks your economic prosperity. It blocks your creativity when it comes to doing well at your work. It blocks your creativity for being able to come up with great ideas. It's just like going through the motions and not feeling appreciated about it, and you certainly don't enjoy it either. So there's a disconnect between the things that you do and your economic prosperity. Let's find out a little bit more, and we'll definitely go in deeper in the comprehensive reading. Anything else? Any other? I think I want one more volunteer, please, for Scorpio. What they need to know, what to keep in mind. I want that one. Okay, more wands. More wands. So it's like when it comes to the work, I feel like the work, the job, the things that you're doing on a daily basis. So if you're like a stay-at-home mom, for example, then the work that you're doing at home has become like a kind of a drudgery. You're disconnected from the passion involved in it. And there might be some bickering. There might be some negative feelings associated with the work that you have to do. And so I feel like you're starting to speak up about it, about the feelings that you have regarding it. You're feeling like you need more help. You're feeling like you're doing too much. Now, if this is in the workplace, it has to do with, that's work around the home, and then your work outside of the home, your workplace, even if you're telecommuting, working online, there's a feeling like you're just doing too much. You're taking on too much work in the workplace, and it's between the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands, all these sticks that are just coming in like an aggressive way. I feel like there's some bickering, there's some like fighting, there's some bickering, there's some like conflict regarding that stuff. We need to be leaving that behind. We need to put all of that behind us, right? We need to get out of that situation. Anything that's causing conflict, we need to not be in, no matter how much money it gives us. Now, we doesn't mean we need to be running away. It doesn't mean that we need to be like abandoning the whole thing. But something needs to be done. I feel like with this Knight of Wands being here, you don't want to look like you're a flake by just dumping those wands and running away. But it might be called for you to find a way to responsibly release responsibilities that are not yours, that are not bringing you pleasure. They are your responsibilities if they bring you pleasure. They are not your responsibilities if they do not. There's always a way. There's always a way around doing things that do not bring you pleasure. There's outsourcing, finding somebody else to do it, and there's just not doing it because it's not necessary. There's finding another way to accomplish that thing without doing that particular job. There's always a way, honey. There's always a way. You're not trapped. You're coming into alignment with that idea that you're not trapped and you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, because life's too short to be bickering and being in negativity. I almost shouted out to my kid to be quiet. Almost. but I'm going to try to wait until I'm done with this recording. All right. Okay, so let's look at the love. Already we got a jumper. I'm going to leave that there. Love. You know what? I like this being here. This Page of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles being here for what to embrace. It's like embracing. Just a second. Cassidy? Yeah? I'm still recording, so can you be quieter, please? Okay, she apologized. Anyway, these two being together, I feel a connection. This embracing the receiving of the affection, receiving of the attention, the material aspects of love, right? Embracing that, bringing it in, and this person is presenting it to you. Now, if you're not in a committed relationship and you have no intention of being in a relationship with someone, it's just you being committed to you being single, it's like, I'm going to spoil myself. I like that. I'm going to spoil myself in a way that I would have a partner spoil me. I'm going to take care of myself so I feel complete. The masculine and feminine, I feel complete. And I'm going to have a giddy, joyful experience. But really, it's all about the material aspects of love. That's the sensuality, as I said, the sexuality, the sensuality, the, taking yourself out on a date, doing nice things for your body, soaking in the bathtub, getting plenty of rest in a cozy, soft, fluffy bed. These are all the things that you're doing to really get into the physical aspects of your sensuality. Another thing is allowing yourself to live out your potential so that it can reflect into your economic abundance. If it doesn't bring you joy, like I said, if it doesn't bring you love and joy to work in the job that you're working at, then you're saying, I love you, Scorpio. I love me so much. Why would I allow myself to do that? Just like if you were in a partnership with someone and they told you that they were so unhappy in the job that they're working at, you would say to them, I will take care of the bills while you find a different job, right? Anyone who really loves someone would say, I'd never want to see you unhappy in the job you're doing. I will support you until you find something else. This is what you're doing for yourself. You're saying, I love you. I will do whatever it takes to make you happy. So first and foremost, whether you're in a committed relationship or not, this is you loving yourself. This is you treating yourself. This is you saying, I'm going to learn what it takes to make me happy. I'm going to do the things. This is about the action. I'm going to do the things that need to be done to give myself pleasure. But let's get a little bit deeper. Let's scratch a little bit deeper on what we're going to look at in the comprehensive. And know that in the comprehensive reading, I'm going to look at what to expect or what to know for those that are in committed partnerships, married, or, like I said, committed partnerships. What to expect for those who are trying to get into a committed partnership, maybe dating around, and what to expect for those people who are completely committed to being single. So, and we have intimate relationships outside of the romantic ones that can be reflected. There's another page, that's a Page of Cups. That's all about getting in touch with the small gifts, all the little things, the little lovey-dovey things, the lovey words. And there's the waiting patiently for the fruit to ripen and not feeling like you have to be doing and doing and doing all the time. I like that. This is where I'm going to leave off. Okay, so for those of you who are interested in going in deeper into any of these subjects, I'm going to upload the extended video onto Vimeo. So the link is in the description box below. Click on that. It'll take you to the extended reading so you can find out more. But if this is good enough for you, you found out everything you needed to know, that's just fine. Scorpio, I love you. I will see you in March for sure, but watch out for all of my other videos as well. So I'll see you later. Bye.